that Rodney seemed to appeal to a younger crowd.
He was hip. He was he was telling jokes that appealed to a very wide demographic. He was talking about sex, but always in a very self-deprecating way. Um, and he was just funny. I mean, he was just a funny guy, and he was sort of the first rock and roll comic. He hung out with rock and roll people, and people like Andrew Dice Clay and
Mhm.
Sam Kinison. There's a picture of the in the book of Rodney with Ozzy Osbourne. I
Yeah.
mean, so it's like, so it's he appealed to a wide swath of the public through his comedy. He smoked pot, which made him, I think, very popular among the younger set. He was very open about that, about his pot smoking, and at one point in his career, cocaine took over for a little bit, but that seemed to be a short-lived thing. And he was appearing on TV shows that appealed to younger people. He was one of the first, if not the first stand-up comic to have his own website. And so he always was very tuned into what people wanted and what younger people wanted. And the younger comedians were also fucking him up because they were all big fans of his.
Yeah.
You can help support this podcast by visiting tbpcpodcast.com/store and selecting an iconic T-Bones Prime Cuts mug. That website again is tbpcpodcast.com/store.
Next subject I had was I just put down two words: Miller Lite.
Yeah.
If you could tell a little bit about that, I would. There again was surprised at some of the stuff I read in that section.
Yeah, Rodney was, he became known in the 70s, I guess, for those Miller Lite filling, less filling, tastes great commercials, which he did with a bunch of former pro athletes.
Hmm.
And the advertising firm thought that Rodney would be a great counterpoint to them. And he did a great job in the commercials. It wasn't always easy going for him. I think some of the athletes resented him because he wasn't one of the guys per se,
Yeah.
and he didn't take the bus to the shoots with the other guys. He would arrive in a limo or his own car, and they kind of razzed him about that. But some of that tension, so to speak, worked its way into the commercials, and it made them very funny, sort of Rodney and the guys. And it became one of the best known commercial advertising campaigns of the 70s and the 80s, those Miller Lite commercials. And Rodney was a big part of that.
No.
They actually were going to make a movie at one point, the Miller Lite guys
Oh yeah.
trying to find Rod.
Yeah.
Yeah. And they had to go rescue one of their own on like a desert island. It turned out to be Rodney, but they I think cooler heads prevailed, and they never made the movie.